Good evening, I'm Dania and this is KiniNews. The police have taken disciplinary action against the security escort personnel who allegedly assaulted a deaf e-hailing driver. Action was taken after an internal investigation into the matter was completed in June. Police have taken disciplinary action against a security escort personnel accused of assaulting a disabled e-hailing driver at a hotel in Kuala Lumpur on May 28th. This is according to Inspector General of Police Razarudin Husain. According to Bernama, he said internal action against the officer was taken by the Department of Integrity and Standards Compliance at Bukit Aman. He added that the investigation papers concerning the case were resubmitted to the Attorney General's chambers following instructions for further investigation on July 22nd. Meanwhile, Berita Harian quoted Razarudin as saying that the officer was investigated under the Penal Code. He said the officer was investigated under Section 323 of the Penal Code for causing voluntary hurt. The response from the police came just hours after a press conference yesterday by the deaf e-hailing driver Ong Ing Keong alongside his lawyer N Surendran, where they revealed dashcam footage of the incident on May 28th. Meanwhile, Lawyers for Liberty has called for the AG and police to ensure that appropriate criminal charges are brought against the officer. Lawyers for Liberty said a criminal charge, rather than just a disciplinary action, should be instituted against the police escort personnel who allegedly assaulted deaf e-hailing driver Ong Ing Keong last May. According to the human rights group's advisor, N Surendran, this is because the incident caused trauma to the victim and is of public interest. He said this is because the case is not only a police disciplinary matter, but it also involves an assault and battery captured clearly on video. Surendran stressed that the victim had suffered pain, injury and emotional trauma. He was responding to Inspector General of Police Razarudin Husain's remark yesterday that the suspect, a police escort, has faced disciplinary action within the force. Elaborating, Surendran said the assault case is of public interest as it involves an unprovoked assault by a member of the police force upon a disabled person engaged in his daily occupation. He also urged the AG as well as the police to ensure that the appropriate criminal charges be promptly instituted against the perpetrator. He said the video evidence is available and the suspect's identity is known to the police, so there is no reason for any further delay in delivering justice for Ong. Before we move on, if you like access to news like this and more, consider supporting us and donate to Kinitv by scanning the QR code on the screen. Akma fired back at Theresa today over the comic book ban issue. He questioned if Theresa understood his initial statement on the issue. AMNO Youth Chief Dr. Muhammad Akma has responded to DAP Vice Chairperson Theresa over the issue concerning the comic book Belt and Road Initiative for Win-Winism. This came after Theresa accused those who opposed the recent lifting of the ban on the book as going against the court's decision. In a post on Facebook, Akma stressed that his criticism did not mean he disrespected the court's decision on the matter. However, he said respecting the decision does not mean that they agreed with it. He added that is why they are asking the government to file a judicial review against the decision in line with the laws, as the matter is sensitive to the Malays. Akma was responding to Kok's remark describing his and AMNO Supreme Council member Muhammad Puat Zakarshi's call to keep opposing the lifting of the ban as being in contempt of court and an attempt to restrict freedom of speech. Theresa said the two should respect the judiciary's independence and its ruling, rather than asking the government to go against the court order and try to return to an authoritarian government. Still on the topic, Fahmi Fadzil said the government respects the court's decision to lift the book ban. Communications Minister Fahmi Fadzil said the government respects the court's ruling over the Belt and Road Initiative for Win-Winism comic book. He said while there may be dissenting opinions on the book by former DAP member Hugh Kwan Yeow, the government has decided to abide by the ruling. He told reporters that it was based on a court decision, so we have to respect that. He added that if there are individuals or any party that agrees or disagree with the decision, then that is their right. He He said this in response to a question about criticism of the court's decision to lift the ban of the comic book. The book, released to commemorate the 45th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic ties between China and Malaysia, reportedly painted a glowing picture of China and its Belt and Road Initiative while putting the Western world in a negative light. The book was also banned as its content was deemed prejudicial to public order. A PN activist has denied being blogger Papao. When asked in court today, Wan Azri said he was not a blogger and not Papao. Former AMNO youth exco Muhammad Wan Azri Wan Theresa denied being controversial online personality Papao and a political blogger. The Perikatan national activist made the contention at the Kuala Lumpur High Court this morning during the hearing of a defamation suit against him by Lim Guan Eng and his son Clint Lim. The duo is suing Azri over a Facebook allegation of undeclared 2 million ringgit cash brought into Singapore on February 29, 2020. Azri also disagreed with the contention that he administered the Facebook account that carried the allegation, pointing out that the account is a fan page rather than his own. He said that his account is under his full name, where he used to share daily live videos. However, he said the Malaysian Communication and Multimedia Commission closed his Facebook account last year. Meanwhile, Guan Eng and Clint contended that Azri is the administrator of the Papa Azri account, which carried the alleged defamatory posting on March 14, 2020. Azri denied being the administrator of the account and said that the civil suit was a form of political persecution. He also denied ever defaming Guan Eng and Clint, pointing out that no video or audio evidence exists to prove this. Pakatan Harapan and other leaders in the coalition government are not invited to the AMNO AGM, which will be held on August 21st. According to Ashraf Wajdi Dusuki, the Unity Government Leadership Council has agreed to this. This year's AMNO General Assembly, which will be held at the World Trade Center, Kuala Lumpur from August 21st to 24th, will only involve party members and representatives from Barisan Nasional component parties. AMNO Secretary General Ashraf Wajdi Dusuki said the matter had been agreed upon at the Unity Government Leadership Council. He said the Unity Government Leadership Council had agreed that for their second year together in the Unity Government, the General Assembly would be limited to AMNO members as they had invited other parties in the first year. He added that they might extend invitations to others again before the election. Ashraf said that this time they want to provide as much space as possible for AMNO's big family to discuss matters internally. Therefore, no other party leaders will be present this time. Ashraf also noted that 6,433 delegates are expected to attend the assembly, with debates focusing on issues related to the Rakyat, Malays and the Bumiputra agenda. Regarding political cooperation for the Sabah state election, he said that it would not be debated as it involves political strategy. That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Danya. Thanks for watching.